Look around you. Who are the people you admire most? The ones who have achieved greatness in their fields. I'll tell you what sets them apart. They're so good, the world simply can't ignore them. What does it really mean to be so good that they can't ignore you? It's not just about being good at your job. It's about being extraordinary. It's about reaching a level of excellence that makes you indispensable, irreplaceable, impossible to ignore. Now, you might be thinking, that sounds great, but how do I get there? Well, that's exactly what we're going to explore together. We're going to break down the principles, strategies, and mindsets that separate the truly great from the merely good. By the time we're done, you'll have a roadmap to becoming the best in your field, whatever that field may be. Excellence is not an accident. It's a result of deliberate action, consistent effort, and unwavering commitment. The people who become so good they can't be ignored don't rely on talent alone. They understand that greatness is a choice they make every single day. Every morning when you wake up, you have a decision to make. Will you settle for mediocrity, or will you push yourself to be exceptional? Will you coast along doing the bare minimum, or will you challenge yourself to go above and beyond? The choice is yours, and it's a choice that will shape your entire future. It's becoming exceptional isn't about perfection. It's not about being flawless or never making mistakes. In fact, if you're not making mistakes, you're probably not pushing yourself hard enough. The path to being so good they can't ignore you is paved with failures, setbacks, and challenges. But it's how you respond to these obstacles that truly defines you. Let me share a personal story with you. Years ago, when I was just starting out in my career, I faced a major setback. I had been working on a project for months, pouring my heart and soul into it. I was convinced it would be my big break. But when I presented it to my superiors, they rejected it outright. They told me it wasn't good enough, that it didn't meet their standards. Now, I had two choices at that moment. I could have given up, convinced myself that I wasn't cut out for success, or I could use that rejection as fuel, as motivation to become even better. I chose the latter. I went back to the drawing board, studied harder, worked longer hours, and sought out mentors who could guide me. 6 months later, I presented a new project, one that didn't just meet their standards, but exceeded them in every way. That experience taught me a valuable lesson. It's not about being good enough to avoid criticism or rejection. It's about being so good that even your critics can't help but take notice. It's about turning setbacks into comebacks and using every experience, good or bad, as a stepping stone towards excellence. So, how do we begin this journey towards becoming so good they can't ignore you? It starts with a mindset shift. You need to stop thinking of yourself as just another player in your field. Instead, start seeing yourself as a potential game changer, someone who has the power to revolutionize their industry. This mindset shift is crucial because it changes how you approach your work. When you see yourself as a potential game changer, you're no longer content with simply meeting expectations. You start looking for ways to exceed them, to surprise and delight those around you with the quality of your work. The first step in becoming so good they can't ignore you is to identify your unique strengths. We all have natural talents, areas where we excel without even trying too hard. These are the seeds of your future success. Your job is to nurture these seeds, to help them grow into mighty oaks of excellence. What are you naturally good at? What tasks do you find easy that others struggle with? What aspects of your work do you enjoy the most? These are clues pointing towards your areas of potential greatness. Once you've identified your strengths, the next step is to focus on them relentlessly. This might seem counterintuitive. After all, aren't we supposed to work on our weaknesses? Well, here's a secret that highly successful people understand. You'll make far more progress by maximizing your strength than by trying to eliminate your weaknesses. If you're naturally talented in a particular area, you have the potential to become truly exceptional in that field. You could become one of the best in the world. On the other hand, if you focus on your weaknesses, the best you can hope for is to become average in those areas. And let me tell you, nobody ever became so good they couldn't be ignored by being average. Now, this doesn't mean you should completely neglect your weaknesses. You should work to bring them up to an acceptable level. But once you've done that, pour your energy into your strengths. That's where you'll see the biggest returns on your investment of time and effort. The next principle in becoming so good they can't ignore you is the concept of deliberate practice. This isn't just about putting in hours. It's about making those hours count. Deliberate practice involves pushing yourself just beyond your current abilities, focusing intently on improvement, and seeking immediate feedback. Let me give you an example. Let's say you're a public speaker looking to improve your skills. Deliberate practice wouldn't just involve giving more speeches. It would mean analyzing your performances, identifying specific areas for improvement, and then designing practice sessions to target those areas. It might involve recording yourself and studying the footage, or asking for detailed feedback from experienced speakers. It's about constantly challenging yourself to be better than you were yesterday. This kind of practice isn't always fun. In fact, it can be downright uncomfortable at times. But that discomfort is a sign that you're growing, that you're pushing your boundaries. Remember, comfort is the enemy of growth. If you're always comfortable, you are not challenging yourself enough. The world is changing at an unprecedented rate. What was cutting edge yesterday is outdated today. To be so good, they can't ignore you. You need to stay ahead of the curve. You need to be a lifelong learner, constantly updating your skills and knowledge. This means reading voraciously in your field and related fields. It means attending conferences and workshops. It means seeking out mentors who can guide you. It means being curious, always asking questions, always looking for new perspectives and insights. Don't just accumulate knowledge for its own sake. Apply what you learn. Knowledge without action is like having a library full of books you never read. Its potential going to waste. Every time you learn something new, ask yourself, how can I use this to become even better at what I do? Developing a reputation for reliability and consistency. You see, being exceptional isn't just about having moments of brilliance. It's about delivering excellence day in and day out. Successful people. What sets them apart isn't just their superior performance, it's their ability to perform at a high level consistently. They're the ones you can always count on to deliver, no matter the circumstances. Developing this kind of reputation takes time and effort. It means showing up every day, ready to give your best. It means meeting deadlines, keeping promises, and going above and beyond even when you don't feel like it. It means being the person others can rely on when the pressure is on. When it becomes known for your consistency and reliability, opportunities start to find you. People seek you out because they know you'll deliver. They recommend you to others because they trust you. Your reputation becomes a powerful asset, opening doors you never even knew existed. And the key to becoming indispensable is to consistently add more value than anyone else. This means always looking for ways to go above and beyond. If you're an employee, don't just do your job. Look for ways to make your boss's job easier. If you're an entrepreneur, don't just meet your customers' expectations. Exceed them in ways they never even imagined. Adding value isn't always about grand gestures. Often it's the little things that make a big difference. It's anticipating needs before they arise. It's solving problems before they become crises. It's bringing a positive attitude to every interaction, even when things are tough. Remember, in today's world, doing your job isn't enough. There are probably thousands of people who can do your job. To be truly exceptional, you need to do more than your job. You need to become the go-to person, the one everyone turns to when they need results. In today's complex world, being a jack of all trades often means being a master of none. To be so good they can't ignore you, you need to become a specialist in your chosen field. This doesn't mean you should have a narrow focus. On the contrary, the most successful specialists have a deep understanding of their core area, but they also have broad knowledge of related fields. They're T-shaped professionals, deep in one area, but with a wide base of general knowledge. Specialization allows you to develop a level of expertise that sets you apart. It enables you to solve problems that others can't, to see opportunities that others miss. When you become a true expert in your field, people seek you out for your knowledge and skills. Choosing your area of specialization isn't just about following your passion. It's about finding the sweet spot where your passions, your skills, and market demand intersect. You need to love what you do, be good at it, and ensure there's a market for your skills. Once you've chosen your area of specialization, dive deep, learn everything you can about it, become the go-to expert. Be the person people think of when they have a problem in your field. That's how you become so good they can't ignore you. No matter how good you are, if nobody knows about your skills, you won't get very far. Building a strong network is crucial to becoming so good they can't ignore you. But networking isn't just about collecting business cards or adding connections on LinkedIn. It's about building genuine relationships. It's about giving before you receive. It's about adding value to others' lives and careers. When you network effectively, you create a web of connections that can propel your career forward. You gain access to opportunities, knowledge, and resources that you wouldn't have otherwise. You build a support system that can help you navigate challenges and seize opportunities. Remember, your network is your net worth. Invest time and effort in building and nurturing your professional relationships. Be generous with your time and knowledge. Help others whenever you can. What goes around comes around, and the goodwill you generate will come back to you many times over. In today's digital age, your reputation precedes you. People will Google you before they meet you. They'll check your LinkedIn profile before they interview you. Your personal brand is what people say about you when you're not in the room. Building a strong personal brand is about consistently demonstrating your value and expertise. It's about showcasing your unique strengths and perspectives. It's about becoming known for something specific. Your unique value proposition. Start by defining what you want to be known for. What are your core strengths? What unique value do you bring to the table? Once you've identified this, look for ways to demonstrate consistently. Share your knowledge through blog posts, social media, or speaking engagements. Contribute to industry publications. Participate in relevant online discussions. Remember, your personal brand should be authentic. Don't try to be someone you're not. Instead, focus on showcasing the best version of yourself. Let your unique personality shine through. People don't just buy skills. They buy into people they like and trust. The journey to becoming so good, they can't ignore it. You isn't always smooth. You'll face setbacks, you'll encounter obstacles. There will be times when you doubt yourself, when you wonder if it's all worth it. This is where resilience comes in. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks, to keep going when things get tough. It's about viewing challenges as opportunities for growth rather than insurmountable obstacles. Developing resilience starts with your mindset. Adopt a growth mindset, the belief that your abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. See failures not as indictments of your worth, but as valuable learning experiences. Practice self-care. Take care of your physical and mental health. Build a support system of people who believe in you and your potential. Cultivate habits that help you stay positive and motivated, even in the face of adversity. Remember, every successful person you admire has faced setbacks and failures. What sets them apart is their ability to keep going, to learn from their mistakes, and to come back stronger. That's the power of resilience. You need to be committed to getting better every single day. This isn't about making dramatic changes overnight. It's about making small, consistent improvements that compound over time. If you improve just 1% each day over the course of a year, you'll be 37 times better than when you started. That's the power of continuous improvement. Start by setting clear goals for yourself. Where do you want to be in 6 months? In a year, in 5 years? Once you have a clear destination in mind, break it down into smaller, actionable steps. What can you do today to move closer to your goals? We're end of a self-reflection. At the end of each day, ask yourself, what did I learn today? How can I apply this knowledge to become better tomorrow? This simple practice can dramatically accelerate your growth and development. Seek out feedback regularly. Ask your colleagues, your boss, your clients for their honest opinions about your performance. Listen to their feedback without defensiveness. Look for the nuggets of truth in their comments, even if they're hard to hear. Use this feedback to guide your improvement efforts. Remember, the goal isn't perfection. The goal is progress. Celebrate your small wins along the way. Acknowledge how far you've come, but never become complacent. There's always room for improvement, always more to learn, always ways to get better. You need to make the most of every minute. Time is your most precious resource. Once it's gone, you can never get it back. Start by auditing how you currently spend your time. Keep a detailed log for a week. You might be surprised at how much time you're wasting on unproductive activities. Once you have this information, look for ways to eliminate time wasters and focus on high-value activities. Prioritize ruthlessly. Use tools like the Eisenhower matrix to determine which tasks are truly important and which are merely urgent. Focus your energy on the tasks that will move you closer to your goals. Learn to say no. Every time you say yes to something, you're saying no to everything else you could be doing with that time. Be selective about your commitments. Guard your time jealously. Develop systems and routines that help you work more efficiently. Use tools and technology to automate repetitive tasks. Batch similar activities together. Create templates for tasks you do regularly. Remember, the goal isn't to be busy. The goal is to be productive. Focus on results, not activity. It's not about how many hours you work. It's about what you accomplish in those hours. You need to bring fresh ideas and perspectives to your field. Innovation isn't just about inventing new products or technologies. It's about finding better ways to do things, solving problems in unique ways, and challenging the status quo. Cultivate curiosity. Always be asking questions. Why do we do things this way? Could there be a better approach? What if we tried something completely different? Don't accept that's how we've always done it as an answer. Look for inspiration outside your field. Some of the most innovative ideas come from applying concepts from one domain to another. Read widely. Expose yourself to diverse perspectives and ideas. You never know where your next breakthrough might come from. Create space for creativity. Set aside time regularly for brainstorming and idea generation. Give yourself permission to think big, to imagine what might be possible. Don't censor your ideas too early. Sometimes the craziest ideas lead to the biggest breakthroughs. Remember, innovation isn't just about having great ideas. It's about executing those ideas. It's about turning concepts into reality. Don't just be a dreamer, be a doer. Take action on your ideas. Test them, refine them, bring them to life. In today's fast-changing world, the ability to adapt is crucial to becoming so good they can't ignore you. The skills that made you successful yesterday might not be relevant tomorrow. You need to be able to pivot, to learn new skills quickly, to thrive in uncertainty. Develop a mindset of flexibility. Be open to new ideas and approaches. Don't get stuck in old ways of thinking or doing things. Embrace change as an opportunity for growth and learning. The most successful people are those who can adapt quickly to new circumstances, technologies, and market demands. Cultivate a diverse skill set. While specialization is important, having a broad range of skills makes you more versatile and valuable. Learn complementary skills that enhance your primary expertise. For instance, if you're a technical expert, develop your communication and leadership skills. If you're in a creative field, learn about business and marketing. Stay informed about trends in your industry and related fields. Subscribe to industry publications, attend conferences, and participate in professional forums. Be proactive in identifying emerging trends and technologies that could impact your field. Position yourself at the forefront of these changes, rather than scrambling to catch up. Develop a growth mindset. See challenges as opportunities to learn and grow, rather than as threats. When faced with a new situation or problem, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? This attitude will help you stay resilient in the face of change and uncertainty. You need to think beyond the day-to-day tasks and see the bigger picture. Strategic thinking is about understanding how your actions today will shape your future tomorrow. Start by clarifying your long-term goals. Where do you want to be in 5 or 10 years? What impact do you want to have in your field? Once you have a clear vision, you can work backward to determine the steps you need to take today to get there. Analyze your environment. Understand the forces shaping your industry. Who are the key players? What are the emerging trends? What challenges and opportunities lie ahead? This analysis will help you make informed decisions about where to focus your efforts. Develop scenarios for the future. What could your industry look like in 5 years? What skills and knowledge will be most valuable? By anticipating potential futures, you can prepare yourself to thrive in various scenarios. Make decisions with the long-term in mind. It's easy to get caught up in short-term gains, but true success comes from making choices that align with your long-term goals. Sometimes this might mean sacrificing immediate rewards for future benefits. You need to take full ownership of your career and your life. This means no more excuses, no more blaming others or circumstances for your failures or lack of progress. Understand that you are the author of your own story. Your success or failure is not determined by your circumstances, but by how you respond to those circumstances. Take responsibility for your actions, your decisions, and their consequences. Stop waiting for permission or for someone to hand you opportunities. Create your own opportunities. If you see a problem that needs solving, take the initiative to solve it. If you identify a gap in your skills or knowledge, take steps to fill it. Be proactive in seeking feedback and guidance. Don't wait for your annual review to find out how you're performing. Regularly ask for feedback from colleagues, supervisors, and mentors. Use this feedback to continually improve your performance. Hold yourself accountable. Set clear goals and deadlines for yourself and stick to them. If you fall short, don't make excuses. Instead, analyze what went wrong and how you can do better next time. Remember, the only person you're really competing against is yourself. You need more than just technical skills or knowledge. You need to be able to understand and manage your own emotions as well as those of others. Start by developing self-awareness. Understand your own emotions, what triggers them, and how they affect your behavior and decision-making. This self-knowledge will help you manage your reactions in challenging situations and maintain your composure under pressure. Practice empathy. Try to see situations from others' perspective. This will help you build stronger relationships, communicate more effectively, and resolve conflicts more smoothly. Remember, in most fields, success isn't just about what you know. It's about how well you can work with others. Develop your social skills. Learn to read social cues and adapt your communication style to different people and situations. Practice active listening. Really focus on understanding what others are saying. rather than just waiting for your turn to speak. Manage your emotions effectively. While it's important to acknowledge your feelings, don't let them control your actions. Develop strategies for managing stress and maintaining a positive outlook, even in challenging situations. You need to be willing to stick with things for the long haul. Success rarely comes overnight. It's the result of consistent effort over time. Understand that mastery takes time. Malcolm Gladwell popularized the idea that it takes 10,000 hours of practice to become world-class in any field. While the exact number might be debatable, the principle holds true. Becoming exceptional requires a significant investment of time and effort. Develop grit, the ability to maintain passion and perseverance for long-term goals. This means staying committed to your goals even when progress is slow, even when you face setbacks and failures. Remember, it's not about how many times you fall, but how many times you get back up. Break big goals down into smaller, manageable tasks. This will help you maintain momentum and avoid feeling overwhelmed. Celebrate small wins along the way. They'll help keep you motivated for the long journey ahead. Learn to delay gratification. In a world of instant everything, the ability to work towards long-term rewards is a rare and valuable skill. Understand that the most worthwhile achievements often require sacrificing short-term pleasures for long-term gains. You need to consistently create value for others. This is the key to becoming indispensable in any field. Start by identifying the needs and pain points of your target audience. What problems are they struggling with? What goals are they trying to achieve? Once you understand their needs, you can focus on developing solutions that truly make a difference. Always strive to over-deliver. Don't just meet expectations, exceed them. Go the extra mile in everything you do. This doesn't mean working longer hours. It means being more thoughtful, more thorough, more innovative in your approach. Look for ways to create unexpected value. This could mean anticipating needs before they arise, solving problems that others haven't even recognized yet, or finding innovative ways to improve existing processes or products. Remember, value is in the eye of the beholder. What you consider valuable might not align with what your audience values. Always seek feedback and be willing to adjust your approach based on what your audience truly needs and wants. In a world full of distractions, the ability to focus deeply on important tasks is becoming increasingly rare and valuable. To be so good they can't ignore you, you need to cultivate this skill. Start by identifying your most important tasks, the ones that will have the biggest impact on your goals. Prioritize these tasks and allocate your best energy and time to them. Remember, not all hours are created equal. Find out when you're at your most productive and reserve this time for your most challenging and important work. Eliminate distractions ruthlessly. Turn off notifications on your phone and computer when you're working on important tasks. Create a work environment that supports deep focus. This might mean finding a quiet space, using noise-canceling headphones, or using apps that block distracting websites. Practice single tasking. Despite what many people believe, multitasking is actually a myth. Your brain can't focus on multiple complex tasks simultaneously. Instead, it rapidly switches between tasks, which reduces your efficiency and the quality of your work. Focus on one task at a time, give it your full attention, and then move on to the next. Develop your concentration like a muscle. Start with short periods of focused work and gradually increase the duration. The Pomodoro technique, working in 2,000-minute focused bursts followed by short breaks, can be a helpful way to build your focus muscles. You need to be committed to lifelong learning. In today's rapidly changing world, the half-life of skills is shrinking. What you learned in school or even a few years ago might already be outdated. Develop a learning mindset. See every experience as an opportunity to learn something new. Be curious about the world around you. Ask questions, seek out new experiences, and always be open to new ideas and perspectives. Create a personal learning plan. Identify the skills and knowledge you need to acquire to reach your goals. Then create a structured plan for developing these skills. This might involve taking courses, reading books, attending workshops, or seeking out mentors. Practice deliberate learning. Don't just passively consume information. Actively engage with what you're learning. Take notes, ask questions, try to explain concepts in your own words. Apply what you're learning to real-world situations whenever possible. Embrace the discomfort of learning. When you're learning something new, it's normal to feel uncomfortable or even incompetent at first. Don't let this discourage you. Remember, this discomfort is a sign that you're growing and expanding your capabilities. You need to build and nurture a strong professional network. Your network can provide you with opportunities, knowledge, support, and resources that can accelerate your success. Start by identifying key players in your field. Who are the thought leaders, the innovators, the rising stars? Follow their work, engage with their content, and look for opportunities to connect with them. Attend industry events and conferences. These are great opportunities to meet like-minded professionals, learn about the latest trends in your field, and potentially find mentors or collaborators. Give before you take. Networking isn't about collecting business cards or adding connections on LinkedIn. It's about building genuine relationships. Look for ways to add value to others. Share your knowledge, offer help when you can, make introductions that could benefit others. Maintain your network. Networking isn't a one-time event. It's an ongoing process. Stay in touch with your contacts regularly. Share interesting articles or insights, congratulate them on their achievements, and look for opportunities to collaborate. You need to develop a strong personal brand that communicates your unique value proposition. Start by defining your unique strengths and experiences. What sets you apart from others in your field? What unique combination of skills and perspectives do you bring to the table? This will form the foundation of your personal brand. Craft your personal brand statement. This should be a concise, compelling description of who you are, what you do, and the value you provide. Think of it as your professional elevator pitch. Consistently demonstrate your expertise. Share your knowledge through blog posts, articles, social media updates, or speaking engagements. Position yourself as a thought leader in your niche. Be authentic. Your personal brand should be a true reflection of who you are, not a fabricated persona. Let your personality shine through in your professional interactions. People connect with authenticity, and it's much easier to maintain in the long run. You need to be at your best, and that means taking care of yourself, both professionally and personally. Understand that success isn't just about your career. True success encompasses all areas of your life, your health, your relationships, your personal growth, and your sense of fulfillment. Set boundaries between work and personal time. In today's always connected world, it's easy to let work creep into every aspect of your life, but this can lead to burnout and diminished productivity in the long run. Establish clear boundaries and stick to them. Make time for self-care. This includes physical exercise, healthy eating, adequate sleep, and activities that help you relax and recharge. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. Taking care of yourself isn't selfish. It's necessary for sustained high performance. Cultivate interest outside of work. Having hobbies and passions outside of your professional life can actually make you more creative and productive at work. It gives your brain a chance to rest and approach problems from new angles. Becoming so good they can't ignore you is not about a single grand gesture or a stroke of luck. It's about consistent, deliberate effort over time. It's about pushing yourself to be better every single day, about constantly expanding your skills and knowledge, about creating value for others in everything you do. Remember, excellence is not a destination, it's a journey. There's always room for improvement, always more to learn, always ways to get better. Embrace this journey with enthusiasm and determination. The path to becoming exceptional isn't easy. There will be challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt along the way. But if you stay committed to your goals, if you keep pushing yourself to improve, if you consistently deliver value to others, you will reach a level of excellence that simply can't be ignored. Commit to becoming the best version of yourself. Commit to excellence in everything you do. Commit to being so good they can't ignore you. The world is waiting for your unique talents and contributions. It's time to show them what you're capable of. Your journey to extraordinary begins now. Are you ready to take the first step?